You brought something up now, and I want to touch on that. Let me start with you now, since you were, and I want to get your perspective as well, Erica. The general perception and belief is that Big Brother is for women. Women do better than the guys. Women go on Big Brother for certain reasons because the guys come out, sometimes hustle even more than the girls, and don't seem to live the lifestyle that the girls live. This is, you can't shake your head. Have you ever seen it? So it's not me saying it. There's a belief that women go on Big Brother for a certain reason. There's a reason why women buy cars first, buy houses first, live a certain life first. And the guys who sometimes even win can't live that life. So what is that perception true? And what are your thoughts on that?
Ebuka, see, that perception is not true. I will use myself as an example. When I came out, what actually pushed me to be this person and this hardworking woman? Because when I went for my interviews, the only thing I get from those interviews is like, there's a lifespan for housemates for female is 1 year. Like, I keep hearing that and like, oh, so after this thing now, I will fade away. Like, each time I go for an interview, they tell me, what would you do to be different? And that thing keeps ringing in my head. Like, is it really true? So after this 1 year, and that 1 year, I'm not even sure if I'm going to get a job, if brands would want to work with me. So, but then, and when you're out, it's already 3 months already, so you have like 7 months. Do you get what I'm saying? And then they tell you, see this winner, see this person, see this, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, so God forbid, I won't be like this person. Why? No, I'm using myself as an example. And this is
that sounds loud.
It's not funny. And when you look back, a lot of people are looking up to you. People want you to be great, to do this for yourself. Yep. And then you go to these other people, like they already feel like they know your future. Yeah. That I beg, do make another person enter. And I say to myself, there's no gender based on this thing. If I'm going to be great, I will be great. I will work my ass off to not be included in this kind of people. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to be like, at least when you mention my name, say, oh, she's a hardworking girl. Yeah. Ever since then, I've been working. Ebuka, do you know, sometimes I travel, the day I come back, I'm on the set. Because I feel like I owe myself that, there's something they say in Igbo language. Oh, what's that adage? Say, no. If someone predicted your life and you let it happen the way, then you are a fool. So now they thought they've seen what your life is. So if I let them have their way, I'm the fool.
Okay. So, but it still doesn't change the fact that women are perceived.
No, because
Are you saying that you work hard?
Yeah, we work hard.
Is that true?
Yes. If women work harder, obviously we have more opportunities. I feel like there's a lot of brands like hair brands, skincare.
Because I want to do something.
I don't want to work with guys.
So you can't work with
it's a lot of brands that would obviously pick women than men. It's from skincare to hair to makeup. It's so many things. Yeah. Beauty industry is huge. And trust me, they will not pick it. Only if you are gay. And you always come out and say you're gay.
But for the men that want to work are doing great, actually. Yeah. I mean, from this past season, The ones working are doing great. Like, how much work do you want to put in? Do you get what I mean? It's not about, I went to Big Brother and now I'm automatically a celebrity. I don't have to do nothing. No, it doesn't work out that way. That's when you have to work the hardest because there's just so many freaking expectations of you. Do you get what I mean? Like, you went to this place and now this person has how many cars? Like, why don't you have that? Or this one has how many houses? Why don't you have? Do you get what I mean? So like the you getting into the house and coming out from the house is the more reason why you should even work like times 100 harder than anybody else that wasn't in the house. Do you get what I mean? Because it's always going to be that comparison. There's always going to be the expectation. But these fans, the audience don't know like what really goes on. Like
the men might win in the Big Brother house because of the content and maybe
she said all the voters.
Yes, all of that. But outside is a different ballgame. And the social media, it's easier for girls to train more than guys on social media because girls are just nicer to look at on social media. Excuse me, I don't want to choose you. What?
When I said that, I'm like, which guy? Who mentioned
But why would
Was it Big Brother?
Big Brother? But why would you even give a
I feel like why this narrative is still on right now is because no guy has actually said, you know what?
Yeah.
I want to change it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, somebody's doing it. Maybe because it's just one person.
Toby did it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Toby is doing
Ebuka did it.
Yeah.
Toby is doing it. Do you get? But I feel like a lot of these guys, when they come out of the house, they hear this thing and like, you know what? Maybe we just find something else.
I think they're a bit more relaxed.
And women, we put a lot of effort. Like we show up at events. You have to show up. You can't just be in your house and
So the guys are lazy.
They allow these things hold them back. They feel like
Let me ask
somebody told me recently. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Somebody said recently the AMBCA. That why did you go? I mean, it's for women. You know, it's like for women. I can't go there. I'm like, do you know that showing up sometimes brands see you?
Yeah.
You get more. You know what? Because I mean, but that's why.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let me ask you. Okay.
I think the general excuse or general reason for this is that there is more market or there are more things for females to sell than for the guys.
So what the women would do, they go vote for you.
So I hear that a lot.
That's why you target me.
No, but I want to hear your perspective.
Yeah.
And I want to ask a more direct question about the belief that ladies who come out of Big Brother or who go on Big Brother, who want to go on Big Brother, want to do that to attract certain men to fund their lifestyle. And this is not a small narrative.
It's the ultimate one.
It's extremely huge and it's disgusting.
Literally, and it almost sort of taints everybody.
Yeah.
So Dora buys a car, forget now. So it's what the belief is. That people who go on this show because they want to fund them, because they want to be seen by someone.
That's made before.
Do you hear that? And
Are they not?
right? Are they not being let me finish, but they always say there's no smoke without fire. So is there really no smoke without fire in this?
There's no smoke without fire.
There's no smoke without fire.
There's no smoke.
There's I'm out there.
Do you want to say there's no smoke in this particular
everybody sees me? Is there a particular male that takes interest in me, in women, and says, "Oh, I like her personality. I like how intentional she is. I want to be about her. I like her." I'm not gonna deny that. Yes, like don't take it for. Do you understand? But I really find it disgusting that people think, "Oh, I'm going to Big Brother to sell myself. Oh, I'm going to Big Brother so that the rich men will see that I have big breasts. So come and suck." Where is it coming from? I don't know.
It's people's insecurities.
It's not exactly. It's the fact like you think that I have to be. I have friends that are not famous that are doing exceptionally great. I don't have to be famous to do well. Great.
I don't have to be fun.
I have friends that are freaking rich and nobody knows their names. Trust me, the famous ones are not even the richest ones. So selling that narrative or girls go on Big Brother to sell themselves is disgusting, and it means they need to dead it. Because I walk. They don't know. They don't know. They only see the quality. They didn't know. They only see the what. Because half of these people that they feel like are coming to you are users. They don't know. Say before I land here, now walk from. Now why you see I don't do makeup? Now also I go also. Right? It's crazy.
And it needs to stop. I agree with her. I agree that there is such a narrative, and it's annoying because it doesn't apply. At least not to me. Mm-hmm. I can only speak for myself, to be honest.
Exactly.
You know, I also know a couple of these ladies, and I know how hard they work. If there's one person I always use as an example, is Bisola, and Messi, and Tacha.
Thank you.
These girls, they are. This one multitasking. See, everyone tries to put in the work. Yeah. They go hard. Messi said something from her trip. She goes on set or she goes to her store or something, you know. I see Tacha selling her stuff. I wish I was like Tacha. Tacha is a proper market woman. I say that in a very good way. You know, don't get nobody should take it the wrong way. But Bisola is the multitasking. She does everything at once. It's like Bisola has like 70 hours in a day.
My baby school fees cost.
Oh my god. Something about school fees. My daughter is in school now.
Welcome.
You never judge. Oh my god. You know, but I also would go with what Dorothy said. If someone wants to be nice to you, why will I tell you no? Why will I push you?
So why then? Because I've also heard, well, I mean, if the guy is going to give me something,
it's the same way they say it's a man's world.
Yeah.
It's a woman's world too.
Yeah. I always hear that say, okay, I mean, I'm not going to say no to it.
Why am I saying?
But how come we never hear, or does it happen? We never hear of the guy.
They are just not getting
like Erica pointed out, women are more easy on the eye.
Sure.
And the only reason why you see that is women out there is we're gonna take care of hair, we're gonna take care of makeup, we're gonna take care of the outfit. It's beauty. Beauty is a bit like we take showbiz literally. And showbiz is showbiz. That's what it is. You have to come up, step up. Like I was saying the other day the other time to the interviews, I'm not one to always be glamorous. They tire me. You know, I see Mercy, I see you guys always look pain. It's like, man, I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how they. Yeah, maybe for events I might put in extra work, but it is a lot of work. It is showbiz, and if you understand that that's the business of the job, the industry that you're in, you have to always step up. It's a lot of money. It costs us more. So if you're gonna pay a guy 1 million naira, you're gonna pay a woman 1 million. I kid you not, 500K by going into just making a woman look good for that one. The guy probably will not spend more than 100K. Yeah, and he'll come out, he doesn't know that. And that's it. So the women always put in extra work in everything they do. Yeah. Everything in any industry, to be honest, because the same job that, like I said earlier, a man that is feeding a baby, oh my god, he's doing it so well, but a man at a normal level. So that's why we have to put extra foot forward in order to show ourselves that yes, see me, I'm working hard.
Yeah. Alex, you wanted to say something?
Wait, I think I wanted to talk about something, but then I can't remember what made me want to talk about it. And it's this most successful tag that they give to certain housemates every year.
Let's get there.
I see it.
I hate it so much.
And I find it very
disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
It's really offensive.
Yeah.
And I know that most of the time when I see this name, I see my picture in it, and I'm like, remove me from this picture, because there are some people
They do it so
that
well.
don't even make noise.
Yes.
There are some people that don't from this show that are not just about social media that are doing so well. And I also feel like every single person that has gone for that show comes out and wants to make something out of themselves. We cannot all be lucky. We can't always have the same luck. And the fact that somebody is not doing something that you expect them to do in A1 doesn't mean that year 6 years from they will not. Because Pacifica, you are living
testimony. You are a thirsty.
And you know that when you came out, it was not like Ebuka was everywhere. But see, you put in the work and you're still here. And there are people, and you put in the work, on that ground. Why would you say this?
Don't tell me.
When would you say that you actually glue? You actually glow.
Years now.
We need 10 years
2006,
later.
Yeah, I think 16 years. So when how many years after did you now?
It's like a day after.
Because I had a very interesting. Like in 2006 to 2009, I left the country to go do my master's for a year and a half. Came back towards the end of 2011, and it was a terrible time for me through 2012. I did not get one work. So I was doing great before I left. Like I was doing very well. I left in 2009. By the time I came back, nobody remembered me. So I literally had to build back from 2013.
Tap into this alone.
I think
You know, say amen for me.
Amen. No, but it actually was. It was worse building back from that
Than starting.
because this was just like, who else? So why should we hire you? You know? And I left at a time when I always say that when there was sort of a revolution in the media space here, with new radio stations coming up, and that was when Nigeria was obsessed with accents.
Okay, you do not have accent.
So it was even harder to get it. But 2013 was when I think
Do some accent. Give us accent.
came back. I can't.
You cannot give us
can't.
my name is
I don't
Ava
know.
My name is Ava Carol B. Cheney.
So yeah, probably 2013.
That's what I wanted to point out. Like on that page, I really wanted to comment. Like, what are you telling the people that are not on this list? Because I don't understand.
The most annoying. I never answered those ones. Every fucking poll.
The thing is, I think it's a.
If you're not training on social media, you're not
together. It's a joint effort.
It's disgusting.
It's something not everybody has to take ahead, because I feel like some of us also try to push the.
Let me tell you. No matter how hard they try, I want to tell them, don't do this, don't do it. I'm not supposed. They will block almost all the bloggers because to them, they're driving traffic to their pages. Why? Because there's still people who love you and who still think that it's important to do all this.
It's not about what you think.
Exactly. It's not about what you think.
But I just feel like if they can, I don't think they can.
And again, I understand. Alex, you're strong enough. You're strong enough to not allow social media get to you. Now you see many of them. There's some housemates that probably not as successful. Dreams that they had have not been actualized. You know, if by chance they happen to be on one of these polls, it's a big deal for them. So look at it in a way. Just look at it like, what does it do?
Wait, it's a big deal. How?
Like there's some people that see it
when they see it and they see that it's going to be like, oh my god, they put me on this thing. So I'm still remembered. Do you understand?
Okay, because what you said, I kind of fell into that category for a while. You know, there will be these polls and these housemates are the most successful female housemates, and I don't get put on the list.
But
it doesn't do anything for me. I'm happy for them.
I'm happier when I am not.
I know they even do.
Exactly.
So I want to ask a question now about the Big Brother tag. If it's a burden or a blessing. because I hear some people complain sometimes when it's like, it's all a big brother. It's all a big brother.
that's
It's all a big
what
brother. Are you one of those who've accepted it and it doesn't bother you? Because there are people who don't like it. They're like, I'm more than this now.
Yeah.
Is it a bad thing to be called that? Do you think it sort of diminishes?
No, it's not a bad thing. It's because I'm an actor. It's like a character. If you embody a character well, a lot of people will remember you by that, and they will call you that when they see you. I've had a lot of people call me Aitide from a certain movie I did this thing called Life, and that's because I embodied that character very well, and they loved how I played that role. Yeah. So Bisola Big Brother, that's my new surname, and it's interesting that 5 years on, people still call me that.
16 years.
Yeah.
But me, I'm not adding layer to my own.
And a lot of people still tell me, oh, I voted for you, I love you so much on the show. I'm like, you forgive that money, that's what that's what I tell you. But I don't think, don't see it as a burden.
Yeah.
It's a plus.
Mercy is your burden or a blessing?
Yeah, ask me this.
It's a blessing.
Blessing to tomorrow. Hey, take Big Brother away from me. What do you say? So why would I say it's a burden? It's a blessing. I think why people say it's a burden because they didn't make something out of it. I've achieved so much from the show, and I'm still achieving. So it's a blessing.
I like the way you dramatize it.
Take this away from you. I think they don't understand this thing. They don't understand where I'm coming from before and where I am right now to tell me it's a body.
Lambo!
No, you don't tell me that. It's a blessing. And it's a blessing forever.
You know what I do when I'm
How much has been doing? What does you agree? Blessing or burden?
I believe it's a blessing, right? We said that. Because I know I took you guys to when I had a studio, and then I saw like Big Brother on the screens, and I was like, you know what? I want to be in here to just sign a thing now. Let it be. They're going through the names of. Do you get what I mean? There's one certain Anita and Natasha and Kida on the show. So it's more of a blessing than a burden. But then still back to what Bisola said, where there are just so many people saying so many things, and they say so many things in such an entitled manner that you think they're making sense. Do you get what I mean? They're like, oh, you have to just go to like a stage where like people don't remember you for people anymore. Like they remember you for like who you are. Do you get what I mean? But it's such a huge part of your life that you can't get off. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, like I know I had 3,000, 10,000 followers before the house, like touch up. But you can't have a TACHA without like Big Brother Nigeria platform.
Look you.
Do you get what? Yeah.
Oh baby girl.
Yeah, that's the truth. So when they come with all of these advices like, oh, you have to just get to a stage where you take. It's been how many years now? Do you get what I'm saying? I go like on a movie set, and one of the actors like I really go along with, when they had like a mini BTS interview, he was like, oh, I'm so excited I'm working with Big Brother, touch up Big Brother, that kind of thing. It's like there's absolutely nothing you can do. And looking at it, do you get what I'm saying? And that's what everybody said, grateful. It's a fucking huge.
See, a different angle to the question is, I think something Alex just sort of mentioned is where there's almost like people don't take you seriously enough sometimes, or you're just a reality star, or I also have a lot of the artists who come on the show tell me that, the people who want to do music. So even artists don't take them seriously. Say, you're not a real artist now. You just came up because of this. Do you get that a lot where it's almost like...
Yes, and every time I fight, I don't care. Like, I'm a very quiet person. When I hear that nonsense, I'm always like, nah, don't say that. I've heard people say that people that have house we don't have talents. And I'm like, that's bullshit. Every human being has talents. Yeah. And you guys are so much in a hurry that you guys expect us to just come out of their house after 3 months and boom, we're all it's not possible, to be honest. And even what you guys are actually seeing and praising and screaming, oh, this person is very successful. To be honest, it's just noise. Yeah. It's actually not you actually even, showing your actual talent. It takes time, so I get that a lot.
Erica, you are in Nollywood.
Yes.
So, and I know actors also get that, where it's almost like I always hear Instagram actors now, or Big Brother actors, or they just get a look because they haven't followed. How does
they did that.
how does that work?
Even this last movie I saw. So I
in the mood. It's the people commenting that are in the mood. You get they posted and they're like, Erica is coming to Abuja to do a meet and greet with fans. People are commenting. They're like, oh, this is the reason why you cast her in the movie, right? Because of fans, so that she will sell tickets for you. I blasted that person. I know people will be like, Erica, stop. They will be like, I had to reply that person.
So you don't reply to everything.
But this particular one, no, this one.
You just have to respond.
This is my career.
You yourself by just keeping quiet.
And it's always very annoying when they say that thing that Instagram, this Instagram. I'm like, you know what? Let's leave the Instagram and let's leave the Big Brother stars out of this.
Yeah.
These individuals are out to make money. They're businessmen and women. Yeah. And if they're going with the numbers, by all means. There's nothing wrong with seeing that, this person has a huge following and I want to latch onto that and make money for myself. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So why are you always making it seem like
and the talent is there too. They can see that I'm not just reciting words, I'm actually acting.
And aside that, I feel like in life generally, everybody's journey is different. You might want to get to where I am at right now, and you have to go 5 years to get to where I'm at, and then I could literally just go 2 months and get to where I am at.
Yep.
Everybody's journey in life is different. Oh, you had to act movies 10 years. There wasn't social media to get to where you are at. And then I was born in 1995, and then social media.
Put that in my
What did you get?
1995.
Wait,
Is that the year you come? You won't come. 1999.
I think Lex is 1996. I'm older than Lex.
No,
I'm older than you.
not true. What I'm saying is that
Let her make her point.
Lex, don't take me to 6. I'm fine.
At the end of the day,
What are you saying?
mommy,
I was calling you now.
husband.
My dear.
You didn't know it was
The other way around.
sugar baby.
I know.
So there was this time WhatsApp just went off and Instagram went. I don't know if you guys recall, a couple of months ago, and then people just started putting out this meme like, so now you guys can now see what the real celebrities, do you know what I mean? We're doing when they had no social media, all of that kind of stuff. And then there was something this public figure said, one of the public figures, and she's like, don't try to say that, like, if we want to look at it in a very diplomatic manner, you guys have it easy. Like, do you get what I mean? There's so much competition going on right now.
It's actually
Don't you know what I mean? Don't say, because social media has its merit and its demerit, but the competition right now, do you get what I mean? Like, so Nikki, right, went to Met Gala and had all of these like stones on her face. Yeah. And then in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, this is so cool. Like when I have time, I'll recreate it. I haven't recreated it, but it's been like more than 100 people that have recreated it. I know, right? You know what I mean? So it's crazy. It's like if you're not doing this, wake up tomorrow morning, like 10 other people. Do you get what I'm saying? Like your status floor is buzzing, like mad. Do you get what I mean? So don't think it's easy. Like people just want to write about it. Like, okay, speak, baby.
But then I'll take yours back. I'll do that. Going back to the question you asked about Big Brother being a blessing or a curse.
Yeah.
I don't want to disagree. It's a blessing, but then there are problems. And I feel like some of us get to that point where we choose to see it as a blessing or we've accepted it. And I have my reasons. Now, before Big Brother, I wasn't popular in the Nigerian industry and some people, but I know that from nursery school, primary school, secondary, university, there's no place you would go to right now and call my name and Alex Unusual is not the most popular in her set. So I'm that person that has always said, and I know that come rain, come shine. Whatever happens, anywhere I go into, I am always talked about. Not because I cause drama or anything, it's a personality thing, right? So I don't want to say with or without Big Brother, because I will not say without Big Brother, I would have been nothing. There might have been another one. it's God that knows how He planned our life. But then God chose to put me through this route, and other people will take other routes. Then the thing that now frustrates some of us into wanting to wash off that big brother a bit from our name is that you go on. Some of us here are very. I feel like every single person on this table are very opinionated people, right? We just like you said, we know how to see how we feel.
Yes. You make me sick.
You cannot throw me.
I don't know if it happened to any other person, but for sake of avoiding controversy, I have some things that I really want to say, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just keep it to myself.
Yeah.
Because the moment you speak,
mean in the house or now?
even now, the moment you speak, it's like, you're not looking for a way to trend. This one is looking for a way. So sometimes.
So don't talk too much about the new set. Don't say about it.
No.
Come and collect my phone.
No, I won't come at from that angle saying that. I would say think bigger, think longer, project. Say, for instance, you're running for office.
The accent has changed. Oh, God.
Yes. No, I'm just saying. Say, for instance, you're running for office. My accents change whenever, baby. Finished it. But look at it that you have to be really careful. There are times where everything you say is really sensitive. Everybody picks and dissects everything you say. You may mean something really innocent. They may call T-Boss big head. You big head. Somebody will come and dissect that. Say, no, you meant this and this and this like that. So you have to be very careful what you say. Your opinions, your thoughts, they're not really those anymore. Yes, they matter differently now.
Well, and I understand that, which is why I hardly ever talk. Because I feel like every time that I even now say, you know what, just everybody should go to hell. And anytime I say something, it's always a problem. But I'm like, I think I've always been like that all my life. I know that thing that people are scared or people refuse to say. Once I just wake up and in my head like this, like, you know what, just let it go. You're not breathing well. Just say it, and I'm always ready for whatever. So,
no, but wait. When you wait,
what
is it better to be quiet?
You start to
It's really
sometimes
related when you feel the lump in your chest.
and then you just have to.
I feel like you're quiet a lot of times.
My sister, let me
Yes.
tell you why.
Things that I feel are very sensitive and people need to hear your voice.
Let me tell you why. A lot of people will misconstrue what it is you say.
They always.
And I'd rather not say certain things so that I don't bring more headache to myself. Because when you start explaining. You have to start defending yourself.
No, you don't.
This is what I meant.
Always
This is what I did.
I understand.
So I'd rather avoid the trouble.
I just feel like most of your friends are involved in the.
No, not necessarily.
I want to ask you a question.
Not necessarily. You know that moment when you're like, you know what, I'm too old to start arguing with so many people that don't know me, don't have an opinion about my life, that don't know where it is I'm coming from. There's no need. Avoid that.
Okay.
And then I just
Can I ask you a question? Yeah, like she said, there are some topics that people really need to stand up and be like, right? You know what? I'm going to talk about this. I think some people are scared to talk about it. And when one person comes out to speak, every other person gains courage. I'm like, when you see things going wrong, and for fear or for sake of peace, you choose not to say something, and you know that when you say something, it's definitely going to change something for the generation coming, right? You just stay and you keep quiet.
What's the guarantee? What's the guarantee that it's going to change it?
Oh, I feel like it does change. But wait, let me finish what I started.
Don't say that.
Let me finish what I started saying.
Never know.
Okay, let me just let me finish. Like I said, the reason the whole taking of people that came from the name is that most of the time when you come out from the house, the thing that they showed you or that they showed to people about you in the house is the only thing that they know about you. Cynthia, if we did not argue in the house, argue in the house, I would not completely come out and just say, Cynthia is a bride. Cynthia, because we didn't talk about it a lot in the house, and they just, it's the narrative that they've chosen to take outside that they do. So when I came out, I was Alex the dancer. I would walk into a serious office. The serious business. I just tell me, okay, dance for me. You too, once I I have other things. Wait. I do other things. So when you go on your blog and you put ex big brother housemate, I'm like, why do other things? Why is it only that? She would not go there, and I said, we're talking now because of Big Brother. If not for Big Brother, we would never speak. No, don't put me in this. There would have still been something because I know myself. Everybody knows that they're going to do, so tell me that I cannot. Alex said she will shout.
Let's move on from this.
I'm sorry.
You told her to dance.
Alex the dancer, Alex the writer.
So we try to do other things.
Okay.
Just so we are known for other things.
It's okay, Alex.
Wait. Imagine Alex try enter, see both of them.
Hey!
Oh, Alex, dance for me.
They go as far as playing music. Say we don't play, we don't dance, I will not answer you.
You should not be ready.
Answer me, please.
Wow. Imagine how it's high heel. Oh, God. Alex, so cute. She said she will dance.
Come on.
Nothing else me more than that's all it is. See, you know that she said that me too, I will dance.
Okay. So I think I'm going to come to you, T-Boss, with this one.
Oh, okay.
So I saw tweets sometime last year even saying that Big Brother girls are not married material.
Yeah, they say I cannot marry.
Apparently, there's apparently facts are there that the girls who married from Big Brother married housemates. There was Bam Bam.
Oh, I didn't bring my ring.
What's her name?
Kathy.
Yeah.
Apparently, nobody else.
I got married after.
But some guys have.
I never see those man. He didn't come.
What is it about you people?
I
And is marriage important?
I
Are you guys not
I
interested? So, do you understand what I'm saying? Does it have anything to do with it?
Hello. No. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Okay. In my case, for example, when I went into the show, I had just broken up with my partner. And I think that was just a way for me to just get away from my reality and the pain that I was feeling at the time. So somewhere down the line, we reconciled when I came out of the house. And anyway, there was a lot of talking. T-Boss is seen with Ebuka for sure. You know, there was a time people were saying, T-Boss is seen with Ubi, and I'll go for an event. T-Boss is sleeping with this one, T-Boss is dating that one. It was tiring. Even my partner at the point, even though he trusted me and knew me to be the good girl that I am, at a point, yes, there's only so much. Like you said, there is no, sometimes there's no smoke without fire, fire without smoke, or smoke and fire in the same thing. But like you said, sometimes there is fire without. There's no fire. The opposite of it, you know. People were just talking, and it got to him, and even he started thinking, there's a fine girl. I mean, you can say no to one, two, but can you say no to the multitude? And when we came out, we were, when we come out, we're like such a big deal.
Yeah.
And yes, we talk to guys. I mean, we're not gonna hide ourselves, but we're not sleeping with all of them. Like, what the hell, man? You sleep with one, two. How many? They come in thousands.
They didn't come to me.
I'm scared of you. You're so aggressive. No. You're scared you bite them. But I think, to be honest, I think they're just insecure.
Yeah. Is it more of the men you're saying?
Someone like Messi, for example, it's not anyhow kind of man that can just come to her. And that's a period. And that's true. Because first of all, she's the winner. That's a No, it's not just any kind of person that will come to her. You have to have attained a certain level of
What are they saying?
So many
girls
times.
are digging the gold.
So many.
Hey!
Yeah, that's why she was going down.
From my makeup artist,
Big evidence.
that somebody, sorry, I'm sorry, my love. That somebody texted her and said, "Oh, is Dorothy a nice person?"
You didn't come to me to try to find out if I'm a nice person.
That's what I'm trying to do.
So it's literally your insecurities that's making you feel like, oh, she's too much of a woman for me.
Yes.
It's not on me. But trust me,
it's on you.
So-
You have to go and deal with that.
Yes.
And then get yourself together financially, your self-esteem, and whatever else you need to put in place. And then come and talk to. Because there are people who come to me and finally meet me in person. They're like, "You're so down to earth. You're sorry.
I'm sorry.
I have always been like this. But
Yeah.
this I used to fight with everybody in the house. It was all love. And yes, I was still alive in public. But the thing is the men. They are the ones with the problem.
Men are very controlling. And I'm saying this from...
They're very insecure.
Men are very controlling. I'm saying this from experience. Men like women they can control.
Very true.
Yes. So once they see that you have it together, you know what you want to do. They're intimidated.
Yes.
They want a soft girl. Someone say, "Oh, baby, I want to make my hair. Give me 10K. Give me 150K." They hate that you don't come to them. Yeah, you go. No, I'm saying this. Trust me. They hated it.
Somewhere else.
So what? I don't even see why I don't want to do it. Whatever my face is. It's your face, Mr. I don't know. Why do you look good? Did you say see your face? I don't look. See me. I know I'm 6 years of age. I don't really look good. Am I good? I don't good. They know they come. They look like Jackie. Everything I get, I work for myself. Come. Look at all the men and we are saying let me say something. This one, that you prove that they're not going to answer now.
Let me say something. You know that mission of Big Brother. I feel like any girl that has gone for Big Brother and has come out and can still post on social media and all that, the show has a way of making you look very strong, even stronger than you are.
100.
Because you look at the kind of trolling that even if you go there and every day you wake up is like this, they will still troll you for that. So there are people that this show has. There is nobody here that does not look like a strong woman.
I'm not strong, girl. You see, when I'm strong, I'm fast. I am weak. Very weak.
Would you just wake up, stand up and go to the alarm and say, "Hey, come, I love you." Oh, you do it to me.
Talk to me.
You should know that we change it.
I think some men are threatened by powerful women.
Yeah.
Like people generally are threatened. Do you get, like, if you're powerful, like you know what you are doing. Do you get what I mean? Like your personality type, you're like the it girl, you're the ish, like they're threatened. Do you get what I mean? And there's a question you asked if marriage is important.
Marriage is
It
nice.
differs. That's the word.
Marriage is nice.
Individual
I would love
differences.
to get
Like
married.
this person might want to, like, but this other person's like, if it comes, that's okay. If it doesn't
Yes,
come,
if it doesn't,
then that's
it is
fine.
what it is.
Do you get what I mean?
Probably not for everyone.
And like the men not coming through, they're lost.
Don't let her say.
Every mama, you're not saying nothing. It's married. Well, it's important to me. I
Okay,
want
let me
to
ask you a
get
different
married.
question. Was dating different after?
Oh, yes. Of course. So last year I was not even getting any.
Why am I
Nothing happened after the show.
This
That's
year,
how crazy it is.
I started getting
This year.
Like nobody can come out and have dated. It has not happened. Because how does it want to happen? Sometimes I try. Do you know what I mean? Like the people I like the people I speak to the industry, and then they say, oh, you know what? Like all the leave. Like you're not leaving. But then I try. Like how can I do it? I used to be like.
what do you think?
And I always feel like they have so many.
When I need to try, like there's just so many people. Why should I try?
But I think that the power thing is one thing. Also, sometimes we are too selective. Let's be honest. We become very selective. Let's be honest.
They're just so many people on there.
Because you have to
Like, why do I
They kind of selective because there are people who you have dated before. I'm here now. I don't think I can.
That was your own.
When you come out, you're checking everything.
What do you want to say?
All my life, I've been a strong, independent woman. All my life, I've been carrying responsibility on my head. All my life, do I see fire powerful, and I say that I need a man now. Hello, why you saying let's I see me. I am not baby. Baby, I want to do that. Yes. I like I want to go to toilet.
I like that, but I still like my space. I don't want my space. I don't want my space. Sometimes my own need to start because when I get that person from there.
Okay, so I want to ask you a very question.
I don't want to independent again.
Okay.
At all. As independent as I live secondary school. That's why I 17 years of age. That's why I don't tire me. I want to dependent. I don't want to independent. I want to work dependent. Thank you very much.
I feel the same way. I want to be I don't mind it. I want to depend
So I think what the point Sissy made is very valid.
What is it?
Isn't it true that your dating pool got smaller when you left the show? People who you could have dated before, you suddenly see them as, can I go to AMBC?
Let's see.
No, you don't follow.
We love love.
No, really, you don't follow. I promise you, not follow.
We love love.
No, are you sure?
All of us here have been working our heads up to come and now something that we would have just accepted before. Now we know the kind of work that we put into our lives. You will not tell me to just come and settle for something I might have settled for in 5 years ago because I'm trying not to be selfish.
So
I know what I want.
No.
Even you're saying, baby, look at me. If baby comes with stress, you send me out.
Okay, yeah, so stress is relative.
Yeah.
Stress is relative, and there are things that you can take and things you cannot take.
Well,
I take a lot. To be honest, I'm a sucker for love. To be honest, I'm a sucker for love. Yes, I am a sucker for love. When I'm in love, I'm in love like a fool. I can be stupid. I can be really stupid when it comes to love.
Yes, more.
But have you loved me before? Have you loved me before?
So he's crying for laughing.
So yes, I'm a sucker for love, and I can be stupid sometimes when it comes to love.
But who will I shoot?
Please don't change that.
They almost like
Let me say something, right?
Where is my money?
Before it.
I want to marry. Wait. Let me finish.
Wait.
I am 36 years of age. My daughter will soon be 13 years. This egg will soon dry. My dear, I have given myself target. My target is if I reach 38, I don't want more again. If you don't come give me pregnant between now and 38 years, I don't go born again. For me. By the time I'm 40, I'm available of 2 years or 1.5 years. So my dear, we can hire a nanny that will help us. But between now and then, do fast. The egg is drying. This one is drying.
You know what? Let me tell you guys something. This thing Sola is saying, she's making it sound like a joke. Yeah. You guys are all behind us. You know why you look at our age. But
They're still young.
Yes, they're all young. They don't understand. This thing Sola is saying.
Who is 27 here?
I'm 30, almost
I'm
30.
30.
Hey, you never
Almost.
You never reached 30.
Are you 30?
Yes.
I am not 30. I'm 30. See, I can see it like
Who is 30 on this table?
Okay.
Keep short.
Almost 30.
You are almost. Does not everybody almost doesn't count. This is the youngest. This is the youngest. My dear, I'm 36. My ex are doing that.
But wait, this is what I want to say. Right? Wait, this is what I wanted to say. Before it gets to the point of being selective or not being selective, do they even come true? A lot of times they don't because they feel like there's so many people in your corner. No, listen, they feel like, there's so many people in your corner. Why should they come to? How am I going to make it different? Sometimes I play like how Bisola is playing in my studios, and I'm like, I can't wait to do this with like somebody's song. I'm giving clues. Don't think I'm joking. You know what I mean?
Are you hearing?
Yeah, don't think I'm joking.
Are you hearing?
Honestly, no, seriously, videos are like,
I can count how many people have asked me out. Off the top
I don't
of
think
one
I
head.
I promise you that.
I have so many men flocking around.
Because it's as if all of
She's brilliant. I will give you good children. My love, I'm hardworking. I can work for the both of us. As long as you are good. My dear, come forward. I will show you what I'm made up of. I am a fun-loving woman. You see this thing, they has this shape. My dear, come on over, baby. Let us make one or two things. You know what? We can even do two for the best of us. We can do two for one. My dear, let us say before I baby, hurry up. The eggs are getting cold. The egg of the woman start to develop. Don't worry, my own is still fresh. Baby, come over. Make sure you come out.
I'm sorry.
I've actually thought of it. Oh my god! Well, maybe we should. Maybe we should.
we're going to leave you on this table.
Okay, one last. Can I ask? Okay. No. She will start again. No.
I promise you, she won't say anything.
Make it more sense.
I told myself.
Wow. We're actually making it up.
I told myself.
I usually can have
Sometimes I feel like God is
5 minutes.
and I know that when I said, dear Lord,
Sorry, we will go to the game.
so I'm like, if I get to 25 and I'm not able to pay for stuff myself, I don't know how to take from people. It's a very big problem. I don't even know how to ask. If I get 25 and I don't know, I can't provide for myself. Dear Lord, please take my life. I'm 26. And I said, God should take my life.
Yeah.
And I said it, and I've said it before somewhere. I was like, I don't.
getting it at 14.
I said I don't want to be. Well, it took me a while to understand that or to know that. Now I know. But then that was what I was saying. I really wanted to be very independent. And then sometimes I sit down and I'm like, dear Lord, if I don't see Mr. Right till 28, shall not go for artificial insemination.
Who is 36?
Because I want to have. Well, it's just what I used to say, and I'm like, but most of us really, let's not act like we're all strong. Some of us really wanted to have kids when we're really young, you know.
Okay,
and I want to have a kid like this year if I can. Yeah, I actually.
He's not easy like that. I know, right?
It's on Instagram.
But however it is, do you know what I mean? Like, aren't you proud of your child?
Wow, my baby is doing it now. I spent money on her. She's turning 13. Turning 13.
A whole
By the time I'm 40, my baby will be 17.
Okay, different question.
I want to be mommy.
Thanks, cheers. No, let me just say. You don't want this memory glands to feed someone. Leave my puppy behind. Thank you.
I wasn't sure what this was going to be when I was done finishing, but it just